Chosen one, pay close attention to every word I am about to speak. A trap has been meticulously set on your path, and if you take the bait today, you will deeply regret stepping out of your divine alignment. Do not look away. The enemy knows they cannot touch your calling, so they have engineered a situation designed to make you self-sabotage. This snare does not look like obvious danger. It looks like an invitation to argue. It looks like a sudden urge to defend yourself. It looks like a text message you feel absolutely desperate to answer right now. You are not listening to this by coincidence. The Creator has intercepted your timeline at this exact moment to stop you from walking into a trap of your own reaction. They want you emotional. They want you impulsive. But heaven is demanding your absolute stillness. I am going to expose the exact mechanics of this hidden deception. Once you see the wires, the trap loses all its power. Stop everything else you are doing. Silence the noise around you. Focus your spirit here. You are about to learn how to completely disarm your greatest opposition simply by recognizing the game they are trying to play. Stay with me until the very end of this message, because the stakes for your current season are incredibly high. By the time this is over, I am going to show you exactly how to identify the specific bait they are using against you. The bait customized for your unique pain. But more importantly, I will give you a precise, step-by-step protocol to completely disarm this trap without ever compromising your peace. And before we finish our time together, I will reveal the one massive spiritual breakthrough that is waiting for you the very moment you pass this test. Imagine this moment. You are sitting alone, perhaps looking at your phone or staring out a window. A message comes in, or a piece of news reaches you, or someone says something so completely out of line that instantly your chest tightens. The room suddenly feels smaller. Your heart rate accelerates. A heavy, anxious heat rises in your throat. The words presented to you are designed perfectly to trigger your deepest need to explain yourself. They are engineered to make you want to defend your character, to fix a misunderstanding, or to prove your worth to someone who is committed to misunderstanding you. If you have felt this specific pressure this week, if you have felt that pull to jump into the mud and fight, I want you to mentally declare your awareness right now. Do not move your body. Just recognize it in your mind, or simply type "I see it" in the comments below. Because recognizing the pressure is the very first step to defeating it. There are 4 clear, undeniable signs that what you are facing right now is not just a difficult interpersonal moment, but a manufactured spiritual trap. The first sign is an overwhelming sense of artificial urgency. You feel an intense, almost physical pressure to respond right now. The atmosphere around the situation dictates that you must make a decision immediately, or you must fix the problem before the sun goes down. It feels like if you wait even 1 hour, everything will fall apart and your reputation will be ruined. But true divine direction rarely comes with panic. The enemy pushes, the spirit leads. When you feel pushed into a corner, you are looking at a snare. The second sign is uncharacteristic confusion in a normally clear relationship or situation. Someone who usually understands you is suddenly twisting your words beyond recognition. A situation that was moving smoothly suddenly hits a wall of manufactured drama that makes absolutely no logical sense. You find yourself explaining the same simple truth over and over again, yet they act as if you are speaking a foreign language. This is not a communication breakdown. This is a spirit of confusion deployed to drain your energy reserves. The third sign is the sudden return of an old temptation or an old toxic dynamic, right when you are starting to build real momentum. Just as you step into a new level of peace, just as you finally start feeling like yourself again, someone from your past reaches out, or a familiar chaotic pattern rears its head to pull your focus backward. They always knock on your door precisely when your house is finally quiet. This is bait. It is designed to make you revisit a season you have already graduated from. And the fourth sign is the presentation of a shortcut that seems almost too good to be true, arriving exactly when you feel the most exhausted. You are tired of waiting for the promise, and suddenly a side door opens. It offers you what you want, but it requires you to compromise your integrity, lower your standards, or connect your energy to someone you know in your gut is not aligned with your light. Here is what you must understand about the surface level of this attack. The trap always perfectly mimics your unmet needs. It masquerades as the resolution you have been craving. It disguises itself as justice, as closure, or as an opportunity. You might think the trap is the person sending the message. You might think the trap is the unfair accusation or the sudden, agonizing delay in your life. But it is not. That is just the bait. But to understand how to escape it, we must go one layer deeper into why it was set right now, in this specific season of your life. You are vulnerable right now, and heaven knows this. Notice the heaviness behind your eyes. Notice the shallow breaths you take when you think about the future. Notice the deep, lingering spiritual fatigue in your bones. You have been walking through a wilderness season. You have been carrying weights and silent battles that you cannot fully explain to anyone around you. You are tired. You are running on empty. And the forces opposing you are banking heavily on that exhaustion. They are hoping you are simply too tired to maintain your high-level discernment. They are hoping you will take the bait just to make the pressure stop. But what felt like a relentless attack on your peace over these last few weeks was actually a diagnostic test of your boundaries. Heaven allowed the pressure not to break you, but to reveal where your spiritual armor needed reinforcing. You cannot carry your next level of anointing if you are still easily provoked by low-level distractions. Think of the ancient story of David. Long before he was a king, he was a man running for his life, hiding in the dark, damp corners of a cave from Saul, the very man trying to destroy him. David was exhausted. He was anointed, but he was homeless. Then Saul wandered into that exact cave, entirely unprotected and unaware. David's own men whispered to him in the dark. They told him this was a gift from God. They told him to take revenge. It looked perfectly like an opportunity to end his suffering and claim his throne early. But David possessed a profound, God-given discernment that recognized the snare. If he had killed Saul in that cave, he would have operated out of his flesh. He would have ruined his own anointing, and he would have disqualified himself from the throne he was destined to sit on. Saul set physical traps all over the country, but the real trap in that cave was the temptation for David to take matters into his own hands and destroy his own divine timeline. If David had reacted, he would have lost the kingdom. If you react now, you delay the very timeline you are praying so desperately to accelerate. The complicating truth is that the dark forces do not create a trap from scratch. They use your own unhealed wounds as the bait. Look at the ancient text. The original Hebrew word for snare is Mokesh. Most people assume a snare is just a net thrown over you to hold you down. But in the original language, Mokesh means a trigger. It means a lure. It means something specifically designed to catch you by the lips. The trap is not meant to crush you instantly from the outside. It is meant to hook your words, to provoke your defense, so that you end up condemning yourself with your own mouth. Before I reveal the massive twist of how this trap actually operates against you, gently press the like button. Do not do it for me, but do it so this message of protection can reach another chosen one who is about to step into a snare tonight and needs this warning immediately. Now, hear this clearly. The trap is not the toxic person who just sent you that message. The trap is not the fake opportunity that looks so perfect. The trap is your reaction. The enemy does not possess the actual authority to pull you off your throne. They cannot touch your crown. They can only frustrate you enough so that you willingly step down from that throne to fight them in the mud. And the moment you step into the mud to defend yourself, they have won. But if you know this, why is it so incredibly hard to stop reacting? When the trigger happens, why does your brain completely override your high-level spirit? There is a profound biological reality to why this trap works so effectively on you. When you are triggered, your brain instantly drops out of its high-level spiritual discernment, a frequency known as gamma, and it plummets into a survival frequency called beta. And there is a specific reason why your discernment gets hijacked so easily right now. Scientists at Princeton have studied this, and they call it the decline effect of our highest brainwave. I am going to show you exactly how to turn that divine frequency back on shortly. But first, let me show you the protocol to survive the immediate threat standing in front of you. To execute this protocol, you must understand why your defense systems fail in the first place. Your brain overrides your spirit because modern life has literally suppressed your God-given spiritual antenna. If the trap is our reaction, how do we stay in a state of unshakable discernment when the heat is turned up? Let me ask you something right now. Do you remember being a child and just knowing things? Sensing danger before it happened? Reading the energy of a room the second you walked into it? You did not lose your gift. It was systematically put to sleep. Type 777 inches the comments right now if you remember having that sharp, magical intuition before the world told you to ignore it. That intuition was not just a feeling, it was a biological reality. It was your brain operating in the gamma frequency. Gamma is the frequency of the truth carrier. It is the frequency where traps are visible from miles away. And if you are watching this, you are not ordinary. Your gamma was originally stronger than most. That is exactly why the decline effect of modern life hurt you more than others. You feel the heavy fog today because you were meant for clear skies. A 38-year-old woman bought into what I am about to share with you, just trying to find some peace after years of trying yoga and meditation with zero real results. 2 weeks later, she did not just find peace, she found synchronicities. She said it was as if the universe started speaking a language she finally understood. She could see the hidden agendas of the people around her instantly. She achieved this through a 7-minute daily ritual developed by neuroscientist Dr. Robert Lake. He calls it the Genius Song. Normally, to access this level of brain entrainment, you would have to pay $300 an hour for biofeedback therapy or buy a $7,000 machine for your home. Dr. Lake condensed that exact technology into a simple audio track you listen to with headphones. The original price is $49, which is already less than a single therapy session. But because Dr. Lake wants to arm those who are truly ready for this spiritual shift, he lowered it to $39 strictly for the audience of this message. For $39, you get the 7-minute technology, plus 4 essential bonuses including the Genius Child Track, a classic wealth-building book, a guided visualization, and a daily habit infographic. And it comes with a completely unconditional 100% money-back guarantee. If you do not feel the shift, you get every penny back. I know what you might be thinking. You have tried meditation apps and sound baths that take months of dedication with no results. This is different. This is direct brain entrainment in just 7 minutes a day. But you must be warned, because this technology is so effective, there are fake versions and counterfeit tracks circulating online that do absolutely nothing. The only way to ensure you get the real brain entrainment technology, the bonuses, and the guarantee is through the official link I have placed in the description and the pinned comment of this video. If your spirit recognizes this as the tool you have been waiting for, investigate that link below. Do it only if you feel led. But hear me on this, whether you use that sacred technology to rebuild your discernment or not, you must understand the protocol of silence. Let me show you exactly what to do the next time the enemy tries to bait you. This is the framework I promised you. It is called the Silence Protocol, and it has 3 distinct phases that you must apply immediately. The first phase is the 24-hour hold. The moment you are triggered by a message, a false accusation, or a manufactured crisis, you do not respond for 24 hours. Silence is warfare. You are cutting off the oxygen to the fire they are trying to start. The second phase is the energy audit. In that space of silence, you must ask your spirit one vital question. Does responding to this protect my future, or does it merely feed my ego? If it only feeds your temporary need to be right, it is a snare. And the third phase is the ghost pivot. You do not announce your departure. You do not explain your boundaries to people committed to misunderstanding you. You simply withdraw your energy completely and pivot your focus back to your divine assignment. Your silence is not surrender. Your silence is the ultimate display of spiritual authority. Every day you do not react is a victory. Every conversation you do not engage in starves the trap. Every explanation you do not give protects your peace. Now, hear the absolute deepest truth about this entire season. The trap was not just sent to stop you. The trap was allowed by the Creator to train you. What the enemy meant for a snare, the universe used as a masterclass in discernment. They thought they were destroying you, but they were actually forging you into a weapon of unshakable clarity. You are the cycle breaker. This exact trap worked on your ancestors. It worked on previous versions of you. But it breaks on you today. If your spirit confirms this truth, type "I release" in the comments right now to let go of the desperate need to constantly defend yourself. Let them misunderstand you. Let them assume what they want. Your vindication comes from heaven, not from an argument. Stay with me, because before you leave this space, we are going to conduct an activation together. I am going to speak a massive shield of protection over your mind. But first, we must break the energetic cord of the trap right now. I want you to do this entirely in your mind. Visualize the exact trap that has been bothering you this week. See the text message. See the person's face. See the unfair situation hovering right in front of you. Now, in your mind's eye, visualize yourself taking one deliberate, confident step backward. Watch the trap snap shut on empty air. You are completely untouched. Take a deep, slow breath. Feel the heavy tension finally leaving your shoulders. The snare is officially broken. Now, let us seal your deliverance. Creator of all things, we thank you for exposing the hidden wires today. We thank you for the divine spirit of discernment that effortlessly cuts through the heavy fog of deception. You have seen the deep exhaustion of this chosen one. You have witnessed the heavy toll of constantly being targeted, of constantly having to defend their beautiful light in the dark. Now, we actively release those heavy burdens, release the need to be right, release the burning urge to correct those who are committed to misunderstanding you, release the manufactured panic that tells you time is running out. We call forth your divine intuition, that sharp, original state of awareness. We activate the absolute identity of the truth carrier within you right now. I speak a shield of absolute invisibility over your spirit. The enemy cannot track what they cannot trigger. Your energy, your reactions, and your future are now completely hidden from those who seek to drain it. Say this deep in your spirit right now. I am untriggerable. I am fully protected. I am walking in absolute discernment. The ultimate escape from their deception is simply resting securely in exactly who you are. The cord is snapped. It is broken. You are entirely free. Do not move yet. Do not rush into the next distraction. Let this new frequency of protection completely settle into your bones. Just sit in this sacred stillness for a moment. And one more thing, you are not the prey anymore. You are the one who walks above the snare. Type "I am protected" in the comments to officially seal this massive shield over your life. If this message brought you profound clarity in the midst of overwhelming confusion, let your like be your amen without words. Stay connected with this community, so the next strategy heaven prepares for your exact season can find you without delay. And for those feeling a deep, undeniable call to reactivate their divine frequency, the Genius Song link is waiting for you in the description and pinned comment. Follow it only if you feel genuinely led by your spirit. If someone came to mind while you were listening, someone who is usually peaceful but has been deeply anxious lately, someone who feels completely surrounded by fake people and is about to make a highly reactive decision, share this with them right now. Your obedience could be the exact warning they were desperately praying for to avoid a massive trap. You are not just leaving a message today, you are walking out of the snare. Go in absolute peace.